name and...
I am Mike Cartier. Oh, damn! What the? Jesus Christ!
You know, that happened
It was like
earlier.
an
We
attack.
locked it up.
Wow, no shit. No wonder I got this. Damn, this thing don't fuck around, does this? Wow,
You
I think
okay?
we just experienced tornado.
I know.
Tornado Alley here. Yeah, I've been seeing that thing booking all day. This is
So
okay.
yeah, if you give your name and
Right.
what you do, you know,
I'll-
are
I'll-
you
who I
trainer
am.
or yeah, and where you're
I'm
at.
Mike Cartier.
Yeah.
I'm the founder of the original Arma group, Arma South Florida, which we started possibly 15, maybe 16 years ago. That evolved into what we are. When we started, there was nobody in Florida, period. And Jay Vale, the guy downstairs who did the dagger class yesterday, I met him in Atlanta at Hank Reinhardt's house. My original connection to this was through HACA, Historical Armed Combat Association, which evolved, what was Hank Reinhardt, John Clements, evolved into ARMA, and then into us once we got ejected. But when we started, there was nobody. First 2 years I did this, I drove to Atlanta each year to get training so I could learn something, you know, brought it back. After, I think we were in ARMA maybe six to 8 years. In that time, we seeded 4 groups within Florida, which became the basis of who we are. As I screwed up and got ejected, he just kind of ejected all Floridians, which makes sense. We're a strange breed. Just toss them all out at once. And we'd been talking about 6 months before this. We've always been enamored with the research part of this. That's what makes this better than going and doing boxing somewhere, you know. I'd rather do boxing that was based on pugilism and a history of that instead of just learning what is the latest version of it. So this became, we talked about it. Hey, if we weren't in ARMA, it would be amazing to be focused on one master. Because really, you look at what's in, first let me give you why Meyer. Here's the why. I started a year or two in, I'm trying to learn something to teach my class. In the beginning, we didn't know shit. So literally, we had to train for years to have an hour class. Before that, it was 2, 3 drills and, all right, let's fight, you know. That was it. We had nothing. So I'm doing Iganov, which is a couple of pictures and a bunch of ring rhyme poetry. Impossible, and I'm trying to grapple with it. And both John Clements and Jake Norwood were like, you knew you should probably pick something a little easier. You know, check out Meyer. Okay, let me check it out. And literally, my head was blown off the top. I was, whoa, this guy has the entire art here. I've never seen that before. And now I know why, of course, because Meyer was the first real attempt by any man on the face of the earth to disseminate that art to people who had not learned it. Everything Meyer did before, his 1560 and stuff after the Rostock, these were manuals created for people who were already members of this art form. So it was not the basics, it was the advanced stuff. The 1570 is his, let me teach a neophyte this art. As he says, you cannot learn it from a book, but you know, he just means train. Don't just read, you know. So John Clements, Jake Norwood, like, check that out. You might like it. That was the end of it. Once I saw that, I'm like, oh my God, I can, and I'm talking Kevin Maurer is the other guy who's really the catalyst for this guild. And we were talking like, oh my God, we could do this for several lifetimes. This is, you know, we started talking generation. We both have sons. So we started talking, oh my God, this is a generational pursuit. So what we have to do is build something that can hold what we're doing in this generational pursuit so that once we're gone, you know, it's still picked up and moved on. So once we decided that, we really decided, you know what, what's missing? What's missing in American HEMA? And from talking to the Europeans, because we've always been real tight with them, it seemed like the Americans were more about doing a bunch of different, bit of this, bit of that, whereas the Europeans were much more pure to what they were, because they were Italian, so they wanted to do so they were much more invested in what these things meant. It wasn't simply an art to them. This was cultural something, and we wanted that. We wanted to be part of that. Now, Kevin is a Schwabian. A Schwabian is what Meyer is. That area of Central Europe is Schwabian territory. So I'm not Schwabian or nothing like that, unfortunately. That would be great, but Kevin is, so he's really, so we decided we're gonna focus this on this master. And we're gonna put together everything that you can do. Research, athleticism, everything, every approach to this art that we can do. Our research department, for example, is about reading a book, reading every associated kind of historical nonsense we can find. Damn. Wow. Yeah, this is some powerful shit, damn.